Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I'm going to be talking about why is my tortoise shell soft. I'm going to go through what is normal, what is not normal, what you can do to help it, and all of that. Today I am joined by Kiwi. She just pooped on me. Give me a second. So I am joined today by Kiwi, my Greek tortoise. I'm just going to be talking about what is normal, what is not normal. As you can tell, she has something that is not normal, and that is her shell. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk to you about what is normal. Young tortoises are usually going to have softer shells. They can have softer shells up to 6 to 8 months. That is because when they are younger, that is the period of time that they grow faster, and so a soft shell is better in terms of growing. It's easier to grow in. Once they reach the 6 to 8 months period or age, they will start to harden, and if it doesn't, then this video is for you. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is metabolic bone disease. You might have heard this already. It can happen on all types of reptiles, snakes, lizard, tortoises, and it basically affects their bone formation and hardness. One of the first symptoms is that their shell is misshaped or malformed and is also soft. What I mean by malformation is what Kiwi has right here. So as you can see, her shell is very irregular. It has all these little bumps that we call pyramiding, and this isn't a healthy shell. Although I know you're probably thinking, if this isn't healthy, why does she look like that? Well, she came to me, she was anemic and very poorly treated, so as she grew, she had one of the other symptoms, which is a soft shell. And when I corrected it, she was already malformed, and when it hardens, it kind of stays that way. You can't really change it. So although she looks like this, doesn't mean that she's not healthy at the moment. Another symptom is not wanting to move around or has very little coordination. In case of females, they can become egg-bound, and as I mentioned before, their limbs are going to be deformed. They can also seem paralyzed because they aren't able to move because their bones are soft, and if they suffer from a cloacal prolapse, then can also be a symptom of MBD or metabolic bone disease. So how can you treat this? If your tortoise still has appetite and is still trying to eat, then you need to do the following. Firstly, you need to increase the amount of calcium in their diet. You can do this by offering calcium-rich foods or providing calcium dust, and also regularly bathe your tortoise to make sure that they are hydrated. If your tortoise is not eating and is showing signs of broken bones or fractures, then this is very serious and you need to go to the vet and get her checked up. Another reason for your tortoise's shell to be soft could be because they have a vitamin D3 deficiency. Now this goes hand in hand with metabolic bone disease. The source of the problem is pretty much the same. So vitamin D3, for those of you who don't know, plays a big role in absorbing calcium into the body. The way that tortoises get this vitamin is when they are basking. That means that they get this through UV rays. So as you can tell, UVB is essential for any tortoise to develop correctly. Vitamin D3 can be found in loads of supplements. They sometimes come with calcium dust as well, so it's a great combination to sprinkle over your tortoise's fresh food. In terms of symptoms, they are the same as metabolic bone disease because essentially they are kind of the same problem. Both illnesses come from a deficit in calcium. How can you treat this? Well, you can start by providing them with a UVB lamp and sprinkling calcium dust with D3 if you want to make sure that they are getting it, so that they are able to absorb the calcium and grow correctly. Make sure that the UVB lamp that you are using, you have changed in the last 6 to 12 months. This depends on the manufacturer. Some lamps only last 6 months, while the others about a year. If this doesn't help and your tortoise is exactly the same, then it's time for you to go to the vet. Another reason for your tortoise's shell to be soft is because they have shell rot. Shell rot is pretty self-explanatory. It's exactly what it means. Their shell starts rotting away. This usually involves a bacterial or fungal infection, and the symptoms are soft shell, unpleasant odor, foul discharge, and the scutes falling off in extreme cases. So for those of you who don't know, the scutes are this part right here in their shell. These are the scutes. So how you can treat this is with a thorough clean. You can clean with an iodine solution. The cleaning should be done with a toothbrush that is dedicated to your tortoise, so don't use the same toothbrush that you use for yourself or for other animals. Get one specifically for your tortoise. After cleaning them, you rinse them in warm water. Keep it dry, open to the air. Don't try to cover it because that will make it worse. After cleaning your tortoise, go to the vet immediately to see what you can do, because sometimes you will need to give oral medication and other antibiotics. To prevent this, you can keep a good hygiene, dry substrate. So if your tortoise is from the desert, it makes no sense to keep them in very humid soil. And also separate tortoises if you have multiple, because sometimes this can happen when they are fighting and the open wound becomes a serious problem because it gets infected. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I really hope this was helpful. Subscribe and leave a like if you did. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. I do a lot of videos about tortoise care and what you can do to provide it. So that's pretty much it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and Kiwi says goodbye. Bye guys.